Nestled in Southern California's sprawling wilderness, Cleveland National Forest stretches over 460,000 acres of rugged beauty. A sanctuary of oak woodlands, sandstone formations and winding trails, it appears serene to the casual visitor. Yet beneath its tranquil veneer lies a realm steeped in shadowy lore. Over centuries, reports of ghostly apparitions, malevolent spirits, satanic rituals and mysterious creatures have transformed Cleveland National Forest into one of America's most haunted wildernesses. Its dark reputation, layered with paranormal encounters and chilling historical tragedies, draws thrill seekers and researchers alike, eager to unravel its enigmatic secrets. The haunting history of Cleveland National Forest begins with its earliest inhabitants, Native American tribes, who lived in harmony with the land for over 10,000 years. Their legends speak of sacred grounds and battles fought with unrelenting ferocity. Some believe the energy of these ancient struggles has left an indelible mark on the forest. One particular site, Black Star Canyon, holds a notorious reputation as the site of a brutal conflict between settlers and indigenous people in the 1800s. It is said that the massacre of Native Americans in this area was so traumatic that it tore through the fabric of reality, leaving behind an angry, vengeful presence. This belief is reinforced by reports of ghostly apparitions of Native Americans, shadowy figures moving silently among the trees, and disembodied drumming echoing through the forest. Some hikers describe an overwhelming sensation of trespassing, as though the land itself rejects their presence. These ghostly remnants seem tied to the violent injustices of the past, remaining restless and unwilling to leave. In June 1899, Black Star Canyon became infamous once again with the cold-blooded murder of cattle driver James Gregg. After a dispute over money with rancher Henry Hungerford and his brother, Gregg was brutally shot and left for dead. Strangely, despite the Hungerford brothers turning themselves in, the case was dismissed due to insufficient evidence. This miscarriage of justice left a dark stain on the area, and over a century later, visitors claim to have experienced ghostly reenactments of Gregg's final moments. One chilling account involves a young couple who encountered a spectral figure demanding payment in the very location where Gregg was killed. The couple's decision to offer payment allegedly spared them from harm. But the unsettling encounter highlights the forest's eerie connection to its violent history. Beyond its ghostly apparitions, Cleveland National Forest harbors even more sinister activity. For decades, reports of satanic rituals and occult symbols have surfaced, particularly in remote areas such as Black Star Canyon. Hikers have stumbled upon pentagrams etched into rocks, ritualistic graffiti, and altars hidden deep within the forest. One particularly unnerving account involves two boys who, in 2014, discovered a group of hooded figures performing a satanic ceremony. Frozen with fear, they watched the ritual unfold before the figures turned and noticed their presence. The boys fled, but not before finding a chilling note in their truck that read, "Please don't come back." Such accounts suggest that the forest's isolation has made it a haven for those drawn to the dark arts. The Eye of Horus, an ancient Egyptian symbol believed to ward off evil, has been found graffitied on rocks and hidden alcoves, raising questions about whether these symbols are used for protection or as a beacon to summon malevolent forces. The connection between these rituals and the forest's ghostly phenomena remains a tantalizing mystery. Many believe that Cleveland National Forest is home to paranormal portals, gateways to other dimensions or realms. Such portals are theorized to be created by intense emotional or violent events, which fracture the boundaries of reality. The energy lingering from the Native American massacres, satanic rituals, and tragic deaths may have created these vortexes, allowing malevolent entities to enter our world. Visitors to the forest report feelings of being watched, sudden temperature drops, and the presence of shadowy figures near certain areas which are suspected to be points of dimensional convergence. Some speculate that the ghostly figures seen walking trails or darting through the trees are not merely spirits, but entities from parallel dimensions. One chilling account describes two young men in the late 1990s who encountered an overturned school bus deep in the forest. They found handprints on the windows, heard ghostly bangs, and were overwhelmed by a sense of dread. While no official record of a school bus crash exists, the haunting has persisted, suggesting a tragic event may have occurred in another dimension, bleeding into ours. The paranormal activity in Cleveland National Forest extends beyond ghosts and rituals. Visitors have reported encounters with cryptid-like creatures, blurring the lines between folklore and reality. In 2014, Chris August, a seasoned hiker, described seeing a humanoid figure with unnaturally long arms dart across his path. Overcome with fear, he returned a week later with friends, only to encounter the creature again. This time, the encounter turned violent. August felt a burning sensation on his arm, discovering 3 deep scratches where the creature had struck. Such attacks have led many to theorize that the forest is home to entities that defy scientific explanation, perhaps brought here through the suspected portals. Other witnesses describe glowing red eyes in the darkness, animalistic screeches, and fleeting glimpses of creatures lurking in the underbrush. These encounters have earned Cleveland National Forest a reputation as a hotspot for cryptid sightings, with some suggesting the creatures are guardians of the forest or manifestations of its malevolent energy. Another source of Cleveland National Forest's eerie aura may be its history of tragedy and loss. In addition to the Native American massacres and the murder of James Gregg, the forest was the intended hideout for notorious cult leader Jeffrey Lundgren in the 1980s. After orchestrating the brutal murder of a family, Lundgren and his followers planned to retreat into the wilderness of Cleveland National Forest to escape justice. While they never reached the forest, the mere association has added to its grim mystique. Adding to the lore is the mysterious abandoned school bus. Despite its unknown origin, it has become a focal point for ghost stories, with visitors hearing the faint laughter of children and spotting tiny handprints on its windows. The lack of official records surrounding the bus's presence fuels speculation that it may be tied to an alternate timeline or dimensional rift. Cleveland National Forest is more than a natural wonder. It is a realm of the unexplained, where the past and present collide in chilling ways. Its haunted trails, violent history and paranormal encounters continue to captivate those brave enough to enter. Whether the activity stems from spirits, cryptids or interdimensional portals, one thing is certain: the forest's mysteries defy easy explanation, leaving an indelible mark on all who dare to explore its depths. For some, Cleveland National Forest is a sanctuary of natural beauty. For others, it is a place where reality frays at the edges, giving way to the extraordinary. Perhaps the spirits of the past will one day find peace, but until then, the forest will remain an enigmatic portal to the unknown.